Hello, Flagler County. Bob Pickering here at the Emergency Operations Center with the latest Flagler weather update. Just a reminder, I'm not a meteorologist. All the weather information I present originates from the National Weather Service. Well, we got a little bit to talk about this morning. First thing we're going to talk about is this disturbance that the National Hurricane Center is monitoring. It's a satellite image from this morning. You see some big thunderstorms firing up out here in Florida. It's buried under there somewhere. Now, the National Hurricane Center is watching this, and they're giving it a 40% chance of development somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico. And it's kind of early for a tropical system, but it does happen. Sometimes we get them a little bit early once in a while, and this is, not all that uncommon. It does happen from time to time. But as far as Flagler County is concerned, this is mostly going to be a rainmaker now. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Looking at the weather radar, just give me a minute to call that up. This is as of about 8:45 this morning. You can see bands of rain rotating across the area. Another band looks like some heavier rain coming into the county. And of course, if we look downstate here and calling up the Melbourne weather radar right now, you can see, oh, wow, look at that. There's a lot more rain coming. All this is moving our way. You can see some reds in there. So there could be some torrential, some thundery downpours thrown in as well. Now, taking a look at the satellite image now, of course, you can see how this thing is not really going anywhere in a hurry. As you can see, things are kind of lifting off to the north, but also kind of staying, stationary just the same. So this is what we got to deal with. But again, though, I want to stress that even though that the National Hurricane Center is watching it and they're giving it a 40% chance of development, this is mostly going to be a rainmaker, and these are the rainfall amounts that we're looking at across the region. We've already had about 1 to 3 inches of rainfall reported already, and we're looking at the average storm totals to be about 3.5 inches perhaps, but we may see some localized amounts higher than that, at least as we go through Tuesday and Tuesday night. So these numbers are probably going to come up a little bit, but because we haven't had rain for a few weeks, we're looking in pretty good shape right now because the water's got plenty of places to run off to. However, with that being said, amounts between 1 to 3 inches so far. 3 to 4 inches is possible through Tuesday, maybe even more than that after Tuesday. But, we may see some localized flooding, even though we got plenty of places for the water to go right now if this keeps up, especially if we get a sustained period of very heavy rainfall, got a good torrential rainfall that lasts for a little while. We could see some localized flooding in the typical trouble spots, and you folks that are in those areas, you know who you are. But we're not expecting any winds or anything like that. We could see a strong storm that could have some squally winds, but we're not looking at anything, tropical storm force or anything like that, remotely like that at all at this point in time. It's going to be chiefly just rain. So how does this fall into the big scheme of things? We can see that low pressure system, broad low pressure system trying to get going out here in the Gulf of Mexico. High pressure to the north. It's not going to let that move that much. It's just going to kind of keep it trapped down there. Now that high pressure moves off and a little frontal system moves in, allowing it to kind of slide off to the north a little bit, but not letting it move that much. Even if we get to the middle part of the week, lots of moisture over the state of Florida and over Flagler County. Got to keep things unsettled through most of this week. Heavy rainfall possible, as we said earlier on. Remaining mild, however, no cool snaps or anything like that coming. Rain chances look to stay high all this week to varying degrees. Each day is going to be a little bit different. Now, sky conditions expected to be variable cloud, plenty of showers, rain, maybe some thundery downpours, and maybe some sunny spells thrown in once in a while as well. So let's take a look at our forecast details now. Variable cloud, showers, rain, and storms Monday. Some heavy rainfalls possible. High temperatures getting up into the upper 70s, not quite making 80. If we get a lucky spell of sun, it could get up into the 80s. Low temperature near 70 tonight with a lot of tropical air over us. Variable cloud with spells of rain and dry intervals on Tuesday. Again, some thunder is possible, some heavy rain possible. Highs in the mid 80s, lows in the upper 60s, maybe near 70. And then Wednesday, we could actually start off with some sunshine in the morning. The numerous showers and storms in the afternoon, almost like a typical summertime day. Highs in mid 80s, low near 70s. And then as we go into the rest of the week, things stay unsettled, I'm afraid. Rain and storms possible at any time, mostly in the afternoons and early evenings, but we could get rainfall anytime. But there also will be some dry intervals. There'll be some sunny spells thrown in. High temperatures averaging in the lower 80s or so, depending on how much sun gets out. Low temperatures generally in the upper 60s near 70 degrees. So outlook remaining unsettled through the weekend and in early next week. So we do need the rainfall though. At the beaches, if you find some good weather to go, surf 2 to 4 feet. Surf temperature 75 degrees, a little cool. Moderate rip current risk stays with us, and a high UV index depending how much sunshine we get out. Again, if you hear thunder and you're on the beach, it's time to get off the beach. So don't want to be a lightning target. So folks, things are always changing. We're going to stay on top of it here at the Emergency Operations Center, but you can find out what's going on anytime you'd like. Just go to flaglercounty.org, hover your mouse over the webcams of weather, it gets you to the latest sources of weather information in Flagler County. Sign up for Alert Flagler while you are there, because you'll get notifications of any hazardous weather via our notification system. Check your weather radio as well. It's a good system for warnings, but also good to stay up on what's going on with the tropics. You can also go to hurricanes.gov to get the latest tropical weather updates from the National Hurricane Center. We're on Spectrum, folks. Check us out, channel 492. You can also scope us out on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, type in Flagler County. That's going to wrap it up from the Emergency Operations Center. Everyone have a lovely day and stay dry out there.